Alright. Hey, it starts up. Nice. Wasn't sure. That's good, though. New game plus. I would like to be a he again. Oh, that's right. I can't. Photo? Oh yeah, here we go. I like the short hair. Yeah. And yeah, we can't do anything else here. This is me. There we go. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right onto my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What is it, like noon? Jesus. It's not my fault, Dad. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. This is good. I kinda remember this and I kinda don't. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple things, actually. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here, instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. She's pretty cool. Hey, Brun. You still chillin'? On your weekend. Your chill weekend. Anyway, Aunt Wendy's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me, like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump up as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried up cheese off the bottom again. Bryn, I don't know if you Did you watch me play the first round of this? Oh, it's been so long, I don't remember who commented on those videos and who didn't. Oh, hey Miku. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi. Meow. All those cat pictures in Discord made me think of this. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up too, I might as well get to whatever I'm gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Jesus, there's so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open in again? Not that one. Hey Sakura, how you doing? This one? Or this one? Maybe this one. Nah, that's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. By it being an actual person who's a cat. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern. College credit only. Internet comment section proofreader. Job worse than hell. Fundraiser street team intern. Unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and just watching cat videos? You have a job? Congrats, Sakura. What job did you get, hun? I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom, Dad, or my savings account. Any of those could send me back home at any time. Yeah, I know you were really worried about getting a job. Congratulations. Gainful employment. Good shit. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. I'm gonna go for a walk. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. You're working at Barnes & Noble in the student center at my college campus. Nice. Are you like, are you at the register? Or are you like, you organize stock? Or like clean up stuff? Like what's your positional? Your positionino? Your title of employment? Still living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever. I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the sides of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm either a cashier and a bookseller. Gotcha. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. Sorry, if there's background noise right now, my housemates are being noisy. My apologies. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. A cat's paw. A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright, it'd be impossible to miss. It sits in front of me. A cat's paw? What a ridiculous name. Is this a pet store or something? Oh, this is internal dialogue. I have used the wrong voice. It's fine. Thank you, Sakura. Thank you for understanding. Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Ugh. Twitch is showing boring anime. Any ones in particular? But then again, I'm not all that familiar with newer animes, so I probably wouldn't even recognize them if you told me. I did see they're having like a marathon like they'd done with Power Rangers previously, and the Pokemon movies. Yeah, I remember that too. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice the sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring. Inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. Doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever. I like cats. They're probably showing Joker games at the moment. Yep, not familiar at all, but I'll take your word for it. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. Place is so classy, it feels fake. Looks like a game board exploded in here. Question mark, question mark. What's up, Sakura? Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple, boy are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. Imperial Japan, World War II spies. But, I got lost in the plot. Oh, is it like... It's one of those shows where you need to watch everyone from the beginning to get the plot from the beginning? Yeah. Probably. I remember, this was a long time ago, but there was a show called Lost. It was really popular, but you needed to, like, watch every episode of every season from the beginning to know what was going on at any time. So that was annoying, because everyone would talk about it, but I have no idea what was going on, you know? And hey, that's my volume mixer. Let's drag that over here. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. Barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Welcome. Please sit wherever you'd like. I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually... I stare as the source of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. Oh, you look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'll be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Positively infectious. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, hi Nikitorio. Oh, that's great. It's also great. He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. One sec, chat, let me adjust something. There we go. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here, because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I'd think of as a cat person. My name is Landry. Just interrupt if you have any questions. Is it Yaoi? Blushy face? You mean this game, or the anime Miku's talking about? Be difficult to understand multimedia stories, definitely. this a new game? It's about a year old. I played it before on the YouTube channel, but I decided to pick it up again.
You've got it, Landry. I'm Avery. Well, Avery, to start, all of our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization.
The game, yeah, there is a male on male, or female on female, or male and female. You get to pick the gender of your character, and you can romance any of the characters too, so it's kind of whatever you make it to be. I picked a dude, so yeah, we bang a dude, it'll be dude on dude, you know what I mean? Where was I? There.
They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all. Oh, we do everything we can to make them comfortable. Many of them are up for adoption even. We have a good match rate for our fosters. Over there is a wall of photos of some of our cats that have found happy homes. Oh, and proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care.
I need a drink. I've got iced tea with a little lemon in it. It's good shit.
The food is really good too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie, personally. That all sounds really great. I bet you're really happy working here. Well, it's a lot of work, but I like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now, yeah? Oh.
His surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my curiosity. Not my interest, which was what I was gonna say, but my curiosity. Woo, iced tea. This is a good shit. Yeah, boy.
We are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly?
You seem really fun, dude.
Yeah, you seem really fun to work with. I wouldn't mind spending some more time here with you, winky face.
Really, I wouldn't mind a cute face like that greeting me every morning. Good thing I didn't say that part out loud.
Well, it's...
Oh, that's not your voice.
Well, it's not all just having fun and playing with cats, you know. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Oh, that's not what I mean. Any job becomes awesome when you've got, like, a work buddy. You know what I mean? Well, that's true. It does make things go more quickly. We have all different types of people working here. You seem nice, so I bet you'd get along with them pretty well.
Avery's face. Yeah, there's, he has some funny reaction shots for his, little avatar thingy.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, though, you should really talk to the owner. He's the one that would make that decision. He's right upstairs, so I'll see if he's available to meet you now. Okay. Sure. Great. Have a seat here, then.
Landry leads me to a seat on the plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I oblige. Careful not to look too casual. I'm here on business, after all.
Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That would be great. Thank you. Light and extra sweet, please.
He disappears through an open archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. Avery and Landry are hot, though. I'm loving this game so far. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What voice did I use? Remember? I don't remember. We'll figure it out. I give it an awkward smile, and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Landry reappears a moment later. carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. The tiny creamer... Oh, creamer? Yeah, the tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either.
I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you, but I brought some more if you don't like it. Oh no, it looks perfect. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I think we drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it. You have excellent taste.
I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides into the back of the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. I could use a little more milk though. I guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like that it still tastes like coffee. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows. I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare to lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. Meow? What voice did I use for him? This cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What, like a cat knows anything about coffee? Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug. Just long enough for me to wonder where everybody else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe. But he's not alone.
This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery.
Oh, by the way, Sprigg, thanks for replying to my tweet the other day. Oh, are you Small Bean? SMOL Bean? Is that who you were? I think that's the most recent person I've replied to. Tim Burton guy? Yeah, pretty much. So let's see here. The vine tastes like vine. The vine tastes like vine. Shut the fuck up. Alright, I think we got it. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes and not books. Or maybe he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like. I've never seen. Ah! We zoomed in. His eyes, they're two different colors. Hey, Omikashi. I can't focus on both of them at the same time.
Which one am I supposed to look at?
My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye, yes. It was this. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this, yeah. Sorry, I haven't done this voice in a while. I'm gonna fumble with it for a bit. He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye, with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever.
Excuse me?
Telltale Heart, you were looking at my eye. Didn't you read that in high school?
Well, yeah, but...
Oh fuck. Iridis heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans. I like Graves' eccentric character design. Yeah. He's got this look like he knows he's just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see it. Yeah, you did call it sucker. It's Edgar Allan Poe. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so he's got at least some good taste hidden in there.
Would I need to know that to get a job here?
I just gave away the answer, so I'll let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in the display case. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee, please? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry.
Oh, I already had a cup, though.
Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it.
I don't think I met Hayes yet.
You may have. You might just not know it yet. Graves folds himself into the slender chair at a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. What a cute little cafe thing. Avery's so cute. Yeah, this whole game is like cute as fuck. It has some dark moments, but it's mostly just kind of cuteness overwhelming. Needed a drink. Alright. Come now. No. This is fine. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us.
No pressure, huh?
Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. I bet he's a nerd. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee.
Okay.
You can talk, of course. I meant the interview.
Oh, okay.
Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy like a ghost? Grave looks like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Feel like Graves the daddy? Daddy! Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say, thank you. What? Okay, we gotta make a decision now. Let me tell you something. Of course, no. Let me tell you something. No, he needs to be like, how do I do it with Sato? Of course. Of course? No, I'm just doing mine. Fuck. I should have practiced this earlier. Cone away. There we go. Of course. No, I fucked it up again. Cone away. Cone away, cone away, cone away. Of course. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup toward me without looking back up.
Thank you.
Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. Oh, it's nothing special, really. Oh, by the way, you should try playing Mystic Messenger's new route when it comes out. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I've always meant to give that game a shot. Hey, Lucid. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today, quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats now. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. He's Genji. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face looking up at me from the foam. It's so cute. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Now if we can get this going, let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? I know I picked this one last time, the tuxedo one. I don't know. Tabbies? Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? No. What marine animal would you say best represents you? Shark. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? Classically hard-working. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. 10, Daddy. Draculas or teenage werewolves? Teenage werewolves. Just kidding with that last one. Interesting. He looks down at his coffee cup and tilts it idly towards him. Looks like he's enraptured with the foam as it drips from the side of the cup. A drop of coffee spills onto the saucer. My mouth is so dry, I need a drink. Much better. 0 out of 10, would not interview with again. Easy interview. 10, Daddy, LMAO. LMAO. I suppose you'll... Oh, fuck. I suppose you'll do, Zen.
Does that mean I got the job?
You're quite astute. That doesn't really answer my question. You can start tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you. Paperwork for you. Graves so hot he's making your mouth dry. Yeah, that and all the talking, probably.
Oh yeah, of course, Daddy.
Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and pen. He places them in front of me. Oh.
So, what will my job be?
We'll see. Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X in a line. What's it all for? And why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff. I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job. Push the papers back towards Graves, and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We open up at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. Prep. That word. My displeasure must be pretty apparent, because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay. Yes, Daddy. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax shit you have to deal with hiring people. So why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever, it's not my problem. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony, but he perks up when he sees me. So... I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, Well, congratulations. You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes. There's Finley, Mason, Reese. That's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Great. See you. Wahoo. I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. But what's that rust? Oh no. And yeah, Chad, it's cute as fuck. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? It's Daddy! Yes, it is. We take care of the strays there, after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand toward the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away, still, for a moment before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza. I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store, too. I figure we both deserve a celebration.
Mochi, get your fat ass out here. I have good news.
No answer or indication he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asked how my day was. I know how to do this, though. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him.
Come here, you big baka.
I give him a little scritch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm gonna go do some... I'm gonna go do the same shit to that pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh. Looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do all those tricks. I wonder, That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. I love how you change the dialogue a bit. Yeah, I've always had a good time doing that kind of shit. Starting with Starfighter, just mixing it up. It's a lot of fun for me too. Meow. It's so early. What's his problem? Meow. I bet he just wants the other half of the wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Aw, fuck. I'm gonna be late for my first day of work. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. Starfighter was the best. Thank you. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since that one that watched me mess up coffee yesterday. They can both just deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work. And my first job, even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe. But it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. OU Sprigg run. He kind of reminds me of Alba with that style. Yeah, a little. Supposedly, this game has some references to Togano Naichi, I think, no Chi, something like that. Nitro plus Chiro's early game. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels so different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about.
Hey, Avery.
Landry peeks his head out from the door frame and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window, a little kitty cuddle puddle. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. So fine. Good, you decided to challenge the morning sun after all. I'm so proud of you. Now that the stars here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Well shucks, caught another sucker, boss? That's esteemed co-worker to you, Reese. You just keep collecting these damn strays.
Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes.
Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? I'm in the game. That girl with the black hair and green skirt looks like me. Yeah, that's Finley. She's a big dork. I love her. Oh.
Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, too. But he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats, too.
Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly. Like, he's trying to smile, but he's just out of practice, chat. Should we remind him how to smile? I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Oh. Before I reach him, though, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera? Oh my god, like, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, like, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our newest employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it, winky face. It is me. She is me. Excellent. So fine. Finley is also Graves. I know what you're going to you're not German. Graves, like, I know what you're going to say, so don't ruin the surprise. Keep trying to do the Z sound with the TH, because that was just Graves. Love her hair. Love your hair. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. Alright, alright. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Oh my god, like, thank you, Jesus. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is that smart-mouth guy. Reese? Finley is Graves' daughter, confirmed. No, fucking Sprigg just can't hold a fucking accent, that's all. But maybe, who knows. We'll see when we get to the true route. Oh, sorry, I didn't mute my mic when I took that drink. And the other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Our only chef, really. No, wait. I just gave her a really quiet voice, as I recall. Well, you are doing a lot of accents all at once. You do a good job of keeping them separate most of the time. Thanks, Lisa. And we'll figure it out.
Well, nice to meet you both.
That's Mason, right?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
sure. We'll go with that. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this shit. Like, wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could be either a laugh or a grunt. Mason reminds me of 2B. Yeah, she does. That's a good point. They're both very stoic. Maybe it was both. Huh. How kind of y'all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today. I don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats, like scooping their shit or whatever. Obviously. I'm learning so quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean the litter boxes. Yeah. Maybe it's a weird status thing. Ew.
Well, I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess.
Good.
Okay, no. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me, yeah.
It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do anyway. Ugh. You know where to find me. Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Savage, brutal, wrecked. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, would you like to have breakfast? We're gonna have something to eat before work. If you'd, like to join us. It's tradition.
That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself.
Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seating along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together, and Landry pulls over another chair.
Great, just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast.
I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you.
Sure. What's up?
Okay, is that... A voice drops, almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper. That's like an Akira shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too.
A what?
Akira? From Blast Zone?
From what?
Look, you don't have to play dumb, Jesus. I get it.
No, I really have no idea what that is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something?
Oh. Fuck. No. Never mind. Like, don't worry about it. But now you've got my interest. What's Blast Zone? She's a weeb. I don't know if it would be a type of game, really.
Oh, it's a game? I like games. Try me.
It's a story about men's passions clashing in a life or death struggle where they fuck.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, it is. But it's also romantic.
Romantic, like love blooming on the battlefield? That type of thing?
Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime. If you prove yourself worthy.
I'm not really sure what that involves, but okay.
Okay, winky face. She gives me a grin and a wink, then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. This is too funny, best fangirl. Yeah. Fujoshi confirmed. Yeah, we did a route last time I played this about a year ago, which is all up on YouTube, but when you get towards the end of a route, you get to actually play the game with her a little bit, and it drops references to like a Nitro plus Chiro game, the one I was mentioning earlier. That's kind of cool. What does that mean? It means like a female anime nerd who's like into yaoi or boys love, I think is the term, right? I think that's what that means. You can correct me, chat, if I'm wrong. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley.
Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery.
Oh shit, that's me. Yeah.
Come sit down. Sure.
Where should I sit, though? What if there are some unspoken rules about this sort of thing in placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. One tray has a giant stack of French toast, the other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. We discovered a new term. Thanks, guys. We're all learning together. Whoa! I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the trays down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon, as I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. You goddess. Oh, that would be amazing. Having someone cook French toast and bring coffee with eggs. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in the fray, and if I try to jump in now... Oh no, I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now. But I'm so hungry. Landry reaches out an arm from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher.
Oh, we'll save some for Avery, you bully.
Well, Jesus, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food.
I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
While everybody shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast. Especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this.
Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what's this egg thing?
Mason's eyebrows shoot up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata? Frittata. Frittata, 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 frittata. 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 It needs to be flat and annoyed. Or does it need to be annoyed? It just needs to be flat and maybe a little nice. Frittata. 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 I guess I could just like give her like a low, soft kind of duty voice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I can't do many chick voices, unfortunately. Frittata. 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 There, we'll just wing it.
Is that like a souffle? Looks like it'd be really hard to make.
Just eggs and vegetables in a pan, you know?
Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast.
What do you like usually eat, Avery?
Mostly cold pizza, or toaster tarts, I guess? If I remember to get them.
Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. You eat here now. Yeah. Always. I guess I could just give her Kane's voice. Although I think I gave Mochi Kane's voice last time. Yeah.
Can I still have pizza sometimes?
Not for breakfast. Ever. Yeah, we'll just have her be my voice, just a little bit flatter and low. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. 2B 2.0. Yeah.
Okay, but other times are still okay, right?
Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Everett, when we're done, we need to talk about the dress code.
Oh, Reese, don't start at this again.
Sure. It's an important part of new employee and orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up. Avery. No, wait. Well, shucks. Avery. Look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and takes the stack into the back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff.
Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so...
No. This is about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on two legs. She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon. Time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. She's so graceful, chat. It looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing. Uniforms? Yeah, uniforms. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Cat-made outfits, I beg for it. Don't think you can run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. Such a little Nazi. How help Mason Hayes in the kitchen, ask Reese about the uniforms. I want to go to the kitchen. Is Mason really the only chef here? That makes... Oh, that's blah, 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 blah. That must take a lot of work. I bet she could use some help. Mostly I'm just grateful she gave me an out. Whatever Reese is planning, it doesn't sound like anyone but Finley cares for it. No thank you.
I think Mason and Hayes wanted my help, though.
Huh. Fine. Mason needs the help, I guess. But you're not off the hook for this yet. Reese doesn't even wear a uniform. You're right.
Reese?
Chat, we have a crisis. I'm almost out of tea. Oh, come on, Landry. Don't look at me like that. Something is definitely up. Whatever it is, I'm not gonna fall for it.
Well, I'll be back once Mason says I'm done.
I quickly... Ugh. My throat squeaked. Wow. I quickly retreat back to the kitchen before Reese can delay me further. He looks like a little preteen going through the rebellion phase. You might be right. Lay gasp. Emergency tea break in a bit. We'll have a tea break in a bit. Even though I work here now, I still feel like I'm trespassing on hallowed ground. I've never been in a restaurant kitchen before. Heck, I'm barely in my own kitchen. It smells amazing though. Almost enough to make me hungry all over again. Hayes is at the sink, carefully scrubbing the iron skillet we used at breakfast. Looks like he's already got the dishes on lockdown, to be honest. Mason only spares me a glance. She's already back to work. And it looks like there's blah blah blah. Looks like there's a lot of it left to do. She dips a long spatula into a big metal bowl and heaps a glob of frosting on top of a cake. It's mesmerizing watching her move as she works to smooth the frosting.
Can I help?
Any experience?
With what? Baking?
Don't know why I asked. She doesn't bother looking up, but it feels like she doesn't have to see the cake to decorate it.
I bet she could do this in her sleep.
Don't touch anything. You seem really busy. Are you sure?
I bet you're really busy though. Are you sure?
Babysitting takes longer than doing it myself.
Come on, there's gotta be something I can help with. You did ask me to come back here for a reason, right?
To save you from Reese, yeah. You insist. Carry those boxes out. She gestures to a pile of collapsed cardboard boxes sitting by the kitchen floor. They're all much wider than my arms can go around, and about half my height. What the hell were they shipping in here? Horses?
Roger. Out where?
Out back. Throw them wherever.
You can count on me.
No time for insignificant details like logistics or arm strength. I'm gonna do it! I try to wrap my arms around the flattened boxes, but I was right. My fingertips barely touch either side. I can't just pick them up in my hands either. They're too thick to grab from the top. Maybe if I balance the boxes on my feet like so. And brace it with my hands like this. Loving the cute cat pose. Yeah, with the little skillet and his hat and his whiskers. Yeah, it's adorable. There we go. But now how do I walk out of the door like this? I guess I could just waddle? Heh. I started a rough sudden noise behind me. The cardboard slips from my hand and cascades to the floor in a floppy, boxy avalanche. Ah! The sound happens again. I turn around, and though Mason is facing away from me, I can see her shoulders shaking ever so slightly. Is she laughing? I mean, it probably does look pretty pathetic. But I didn't think she would be the type to even know how to laugh. She seems like she'd get mad at me for goofing up. Use twine. Huh? Right there, on the counter. Wrap 'em. Oh. Yeah, whoops, there's some twine right there. With some effort, I collect the boxes again, then loop twine around them a few times. She's totally right though. Now I just have to grab the string and I can drag them out. You look like you're gonna hang glide on those. Maybe if the wind kicks up, I'll give it a shot. I look over and even Hayes is laughing a little. Though when I shoot him a quick smile, he hurries back to the sink and resumes scrubbing with fervor. These two are tough customers, but I'll bet they're not so bad once you get to know them. I think Avery will be me on my first day of work. Well, then you'll be adorable and cute, Sakura. There you go. And I'm gonna do just that. Hopefully.
Anything else I can lend these muscles to today?
Got plenty of muscles of my own.
Oh. Okay. Well, let me know if you need any help.
Alright, chat, let me, I'm gonna save really quick and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get a drink and stuff. Do I have any more save slots? No, I don't. Save here. Yeah, alright. There we go. Okay, chat. I'll be back in, let's say, 3 to 5 minutes. Be good. Cooking wife who doesn't need your twink arms. Hello, champ. Oh, you've been so talkative while I've been gone. My mother just asked me if I had a boy in the room. You make my face warm, Sprigg, in a good way? Aw. Cute small coffee bean. Drinking coffee. Thinking about drawing? What are you thinking about drawing, Omi? Brian, you've been lazing around the house this weekend? You're walking home right now, Lucid? Nice. Oh, some characters you made for some of the stories. Okay. Yeah, you should put them in the Discord. Did you? Let me check. Maybe later. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sorry I was gone a little longer than I expected. It's been raining a lot, and there was a couple spiders that got in the house from the rain, so I had to deal with that. Here to do it now? Oh, cool. Okay. I guess I should find where Landry ran off to. He's training me today, after all. He went upstairs, I think. I head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat is taking station right in my path. It's sleeping belly up, stretched out to nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute and all, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response, and instead the fat orange cat shimmies in place to settle itself even more. Catch them spooters. Yeah, boy. Gently, I nudge it to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone's gonna trip on you if you don't move. That's not gonna be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit, then makes a murmuring noise and flicks its tail. Did you kill the spooters, Sprigg, or put them back outside? I killed them. With the fly swatter. The little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here this spoiled? Question mark. Guess I'll have to pick it up and move it myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bob-tailed cat whizzes past my feet. Swat me, daddy. I guess if you want. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat, then raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely on the forehead. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. It looks angry. Am I going to have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two. The bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above. Is Hash Brown sleeping on the stair again? The orange cat, Hash Brown's I guess, trots away. Pun, yeah. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten. Was it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice. The bobtail turns its head away in a wide arc, almost as if it's giving an okay, whatever response. It lazily struts over to the windowsill and takes up sentry. That cat's name is Hash Browns? Yeah. Graves names all the cats here. He comes up with some interesting ones. What are some of their names? Well, at the moment there's Ramona, Shinsuke, Kotick, Owl, Bramble Pelt,
Now, Hissa, Valentine, Marina, Ein, Junta, Jam Band, and so on. Holy shit. Which ones was that bobtail? Blah, 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 blah. Holy shit. Which one was the bobtail? Oh.
His face falls. Why does he look so nervous, chat?
That's, why don't you ask Reese later? Huh? Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name? No, he's... Graves should have told you about the thing where we all turn into cats. But he didn't. Let's just get to work. It's time to open.
Landry isn't having any more of this. He walks past me to the front door without a glance. He unlocks it and flips the sign from closed to open.
And ta-da! Your first day at a cat's paw has begun.
And nobody's here.
This is a little anticlimactic. Yeah. The mornings are usually pretty slow. It might pick up later.
It didn't. At all. All fucking day. Sure, a few people came in and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. And it went pretty well, and I made a couple bucks in tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple of times to check in, and I saw Mason and Hayes every time I went into the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtailed cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. I think I see why he'd take a shine to this one. They're both complete hams. Not that I mind that it was slow, it just meant that I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them? Maybe? I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes, as if they change into something else at certain periods of the day. Looks like there are a lot of areas around here for them to hide. Oh my god. Thank you for your help today, Avery. Landry, Finley, and I just finished wiping down the tables. Mason was gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So like, how'd you like it?
Is it always this quiet? I mean, not that I'm complaining.
Not always. Tomorrow should be busier for sure. I've got plans.
Oh. We should get here earlier then, huh? We should get here early then, huh?
Oh my god.
Master. Oh. We should get here early then, huh?
I'm losing it, chat.
Don't say that like you are always early. Oh. I have to come in earlier?
Don't worry too much about it. Jesus. Master.
Chat, help. Don't worry too much about it, Avery. Master. Don't worry too much about it, Avery.
Thank you, chat.
Just show up at your regular time. Okay, thanks.
I can't imagine what busy means here. You sent them? Oh yeah, I see in the Discord, nice. Those are really cool. Thank you for sharing them. They're in the chat channel of the Discord if any of you want to check them out. Let me see here. I can't imagine what busy means here. What, like 6 people in here at the same time?
I've got...
Oh my god. I've got a little more work I want to do on the blog, so you all go ahead. I'll close up if Graves doesn't get here to do it.
Oh, thank you. Avery, you can head out, though. Thanks. Are you leaving now? I could walk with you. I'll be out in a bit. You go on ahead. Oh, alright. See you all tomorrow.
Night. Dun dun dun. Delicious tea. The door closes behind me with a jingle. I have a job. My coworkers are pretty cute. I get to play with kitty cats. And if this works out, I should be able to afford a place of my own soon. Wait until my parents hear about this. They won't think I'm a total loser anymore. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't help giving a little celebratory fist pump. Bang all your coworkers, Avery. You know it.
Alright.
I think I just heard someone snort a laugh behind me. I thought I said that pretty quietly. I turn around to see who it is, but there's nobody there but a cat. 2 cats, actually. Cats from the cafe. Reese's cat, and the Siamese cat, to be precise. Crap. I mean, fuck. How did they get outside? Did I let them out when I left? This is really bad. I'm pretty sure one of the first rules of working at a cat cafe is, do not lose the cats. They're not looking at me anymore. Now's my chance. I start creeping towards both cats. If I move too suddenly, I might spook them. I only make it a few steps before I see the bobtail's ears swivel back to face me. Without turning the rest of his head, it takes a springing leap and heads down one fork in the road. The Siamese cat continues down the same path, as casual as anything. I can't get them both, but I need to get at least one of them. I better decide who to go after. Follow the Siamese. The bobtail's onto me, clearly, but the Siamese cat hasn't picked up on it yet. My best chance right now is probably following the Siamese. I've gotten kind of far down the path. I better pick up my pace to catch up. I try to mimic those long strides Landry takes to cover more ground, but that doesn't work out so well. Jogging is going to be easier. Or not. My feet are falling harder on the ground and the cat notices. It's going faster now, so I better pick up the pace. I break out in a full run to follow him. He definitely knows I'm there now, but it doesn't matter. I have bigger legs, so I'm gonna catch up sooner or later. I'm a pretty good runner. I finally close the gap between us. Suddenly, the cat screeches to a halt and jerks around to face me. Avery, stop it. Why are you chasing me?
Because you got... What am I saying? What are you saying? How are you saying it?
It's me.
Me?
Hayes.
Last I checked, Hayes was a guy with glasses. You didn't seem like the pranking type Hayes.
Shook. True. The Hayes cat is puffing up like a dusting brush. I feel bad this cat's getting caught up in whatever shenanigans they're trying to put me through right now. This seems like it should be against work procedures. He's telling the truth, Avery. The voice comes from behind me. I whirl around to see Landry, but he's not there. Oh, that's Landry?
He's telling the truth, Avery.
I thought it was Mason.
Down here.
I readjust my gaze downward.
Oh, come on. No, this isn't a joke, Avery.
Landry takes a few steps past me and sits down in front of Hayes' cat. Even as a Maine coon, his gait is long. No, come on, no, no, no. Graves didn't tell you? Tell me what? That you're all secret cats? Cat? That you're all secret cats? That doesn't make any sense. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry, Avery. I thought he told you. No, Mason is the ginger cat? Gotcha. Is that why blah, blah, blah. Is that why you're acting weird? You were keeping something this bonkers a secret? It's not easy to talk about. Whenever we leave the cafe grounds, we turn into cats. Blame Daddy Graves. I'm surprised to hear Hayes pipe up, of all people. Cats. All cats. Cat people? It began around the time we started to work here. Graves calls it a curse. A curse? A curse? This is too much. Though, I don't know if everyone thinks of it that way. But wait. Everyone? Is everybody at the cafe a secret cat? Yeah. Graves, too? Nobody's seen him as a cat, but it seems safe to assume. Am I gonna turn into a cat, too? Landry isn't even looking at me anymore. He's avoiding eye contact as hard as he can. Oh no, chat. Hayes does the same. Neither answers. I'm gonna turn into a cat? Oh, come on. No, wait. Sorry, Avery. Maybe you can stop it. We don't know what causes the curse. Maybe if you talk to the others tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Sure, why not? Let's have a whole cat council. Little kitty cat powwow. We can invite Hash Browns, too. Is he also a person? I can see the fur between Hayes' shoulders raising on end in a little ridge. Seeing that takes the wind out of my sails a little bit. Yeah. Alright, whatever. I'm too tired for this shit. This is what happens when you don't read the contract. Exactly, Brun. It's the old Faustian Pactaruni. This better be like a weird dream or something. A weird work-induced hallucination. Sorry, Avery. Not listening to talking cats anymore. Okay, thanks, bye. The sun's barely gone down, but I am capital letter done today. This is too much. Don't forget the food this time. The canned stuff. Did someone just say something? There's nobody here but Mochi. Oh, for fuck's sake. I find him standing next to the food bowl, looking up at me with those expectant eyes. I gently nudge him with my foot. Did you just say that? Meh. Nope. I'm done. I dump the rest of the canned food into the bowl and scurry out of the kitchen. Then I dump myself in bed. I don't even want to think about it right now. I'm just gonna sleep in a real bed for once. Maybe sleeping on that couch so much is messing with my head. I don't usually close the door, but I think it's a good idea tonight. I don't want Mochi whispering to me in my sleep. Bring me cat food. I wake up early enough I surprise myself. This is gross. Who does this? At least I slept fairly well, all considered. Feed me. Yeah. My cheek hurts, kind of like I'm getting one of those real powerful zits. Just when I have a job where I see people all day. What perfect fucking timing. I kick my legs free of the big blankets and roll off the side of the bed with my usual grace. God, this thing feels gross. I don't have any acne stuff with me here, but maybe Aunt Wendy has something I can put on it. I trundle over to the vanity to assess the damage. That's not a zit. That's a whisker. There's a whisker growing out of my face. Dun 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 dun. I wonder if cats can have zits. I have no idea, to be honest. It won't come out. I thought at first maybe it was Mochi's and it got stuck there, but nope. Growing out of my face. I tried to pluck it. That was probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Now I know just how sensitive cat whiskers are. Is this really how the curse starts? I've been pacing around for too long. I gotta go to work, but how am I supposed to leave the house like this? What if someone sees me? I guess I could try to cover it with something. I dig around a bit and find some dust masks under the sink. Maybe that'll do the trick. I can pretend I have a cold or something. Or not, because trying to put it on feels really awkward against my face. I'm at a loss here. I'd call one of the staffers, but I didn't get their numbers yesterday. I guess it'd be hard to use a cell phone as a cat anyway. I'll just have to go to the cafe and hope someone's there to ask. I didn't run into anybody on my way to the cafe yesterday, but knowing my luck, there'll be a whole crowd or something. I keep my head down and walk quickly. Jesus, my face itches. I hope another one isn't coming. The thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Running to work is going to be a theme for me. Maybe it'll keep me in shape. I just hope I can keep my human shape too. Why are there so many people milling around the front of the cafe today? This is exactly what I was dreading. It's like they showed up specifically to look at the magical mutating cat person. Nah, they just want to see the cat balancing the donuts. As I approach the cafe, the whisker falls off, like a dead leaf or something. Look at it just flutter to the floor. I lean down to pick it up. If I hadn't seen it happen, I would have thought it fell off one of the cats. This is stupid. This is so stupid. My eyes start to sting. It's gonna be okay, Avery. I can't tell if I should be mad or crying or both. This is just really fucking dumb, and I don't want to deal with it right now. I kick the door open with my foot, but it's actually pretty heavy, so it just sort of nudges open. Where the fuck is Graves? Looks like most of them are already here. They're already setting the table for breakfast. Like this is just a regular, normal day, where nobody grows cat whiskers. Oh, Avery. I don't think he's in yet. What's the matter? Our poor, small coffee bean. Indeed, Omi. This is the matter. This whole dumb situation. He probably can't see the whisker I'm waving around, but I don't care. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh my god, is that yours? What kind of cat are you? I'm not any kind of cat, I'm a people. I can't believe this. Oh, come on, Avery. You should have known this was gonna happen. How the fuck was I supposed to know? Sounds like somebody here didn't read his contract. The safe areas and other tips are mentioned in the welcome pamphlet. What contract? You signed some paperwork when you started, right? Yeah. Well, how can you all be so chill about this?
We work for an evil dungeon lord who's turning us all into cats.
I don't think they're called dungeon lords.
Avery, none of us are happy about it either. We're doing what we can. There's gotta be more you could be doing. Where is Graves? He may be upstairs, but I don't know.
I remember hearing Graves going up some creaky steps yesterday. Maybe that's his office or something? Whatever it is, that room's gonna be missing a door after I kick it off its hinges. I storm toward the back of the cafe. The steps must be back here somewhere. Small Bean is fired up. Hayes and Mason are in that kitchen. Hayes is gawking, and even Mason's got an eye on me. Avery, where are you going?
I've had enough of this. I gotta give him a piece of my mind.
What?
This curse is shit.
The others trail me to the kitchen. What am I, the cat herder? Avery, chill out. We aren't all mad about it. Most of us signed up for it on purpose. It's done some good things for some of us.
Well, I'm mad about it. I'm mad as hell. Turning into a cat won't do shit for me. I know you're mad, but it's not Graves' fault, really. He does a lot to help us. We owe him. I don't owe him a fucking thing.
Seriously, Avery, shouting at our boss isn't going to change anything. There's nothing we can do about it right now. Let's just sit down and talk about it. So, chat, if you pick this option, there's one thing I can do: quit. You get a bad end, and you get a CGI of him running off as turning into a cat, with paws and the tail. So we're not gonna do that one. You're right to continue the story. If you want to see that one, it's up on my YouTube channel with the original playthrough.
I guess I see what you mean.
Now come on, don't be such a salty caramel latte. Adorable. Finley puts her arm around my shoulder. I try shrinking away, but she just redoubles her efforts. I've never had someone be so forceful about comforting me. Oh. You like donuts, right? How about jelly donuts?
What does that have to do with anything?
I think it's time to show you that this curse ain't all bad, winky face. She gives me a quick wink and a punch on the shoulder. Go sit down at that table. I'll be out to show you in a second. This is still so stupid. The frustration festers in the pit of my stomach, and now I don't even have anywhere to put it. I feel another hand slap me gently between the shoulder blades. What is it with these people? This time it's Mason.
Didn't eat yet, right?
No, I've been freaking out about I've been freaking out about this all morning. How am I supposed to eat? She doesn't lift her hand. I can feel it like a weight on my back.
Stop sulking and sit down. Eat. Is that a comfort or a threat? Good food calms you down. Just do it.
She gives me a firm but gentle push towards the dining area. It's like being scooted forward by a steel pillar. Here's a link to the playthrough. Thank you, Lisa. I guess I might as well go sit down. I return to the front of the cafe and flop down in the chair at the head of the tables. After all that following everybody was doing before, nobody's bothered to come back out yet. Maybe they think I could use the space to cool off. It feels a little like I'm in timeout. First out of the kitchen is Hayes, of all people. He tiptoes up and delicately sets a small teacup down in front of me. It's chamomile and lavender tea. It can help with stress. I drink it sometimes when I get overwhelmed too, with anxiety and stuff. Hayes flinches a bit when I look up at him, and I pick up the teacup and hold it to my face. Hayes is a precious cinnamon roll. Yeah. It smells lovely, at least. He looks at me with his eyebrows upturned until I take a sip. When I oblige, I see what he means. This is pretty common. Calming. Not common, Jesus. This is pretty calming. Little baby Hayes. Little babu. I let out a deep sigh. I can feel my shoulders slump a bit. Hayes seems relieved that I've approved. He takes it as permission to sit and takes the seat next to me. How old is Hayes? I'm not sure. I don't want your common tea, Hayes, baby rich. My bad. Yeah, I'm not sure how old he is. I don't think... I'm not even sure how old Reese is, because I know, like, the other folks are, like, supposed to be adults, and I think Hayes is, too. I don't know. I don't think any of them are supposed to be teenagers. I think they're supposed to be, like, college student. Like, they're, all, like, around college age. I'm not sure about Reese, though. Yeah, you know, I get anxious a lot. You probably guessed that though, huh? Some things help me out, like the tea. But I think the thing that helps me the most is being a cat. I know that must sound pretty dumb, but it's nice to have somewhere to go. I like that I can curl up in a tiny corner and nothing's expected of me. It helps me a lot. So that's... it really does sound dumb. But that's what we mean. And we aren't mad about it. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't agree, but I get it. Thanks. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He's just sort of staring down at the table and picking pieces off the paper napkin in front of him. I'm not sure what to do, honestly, here, chat, because, like, I feel like giving him space is a positive thing, but I feel like asking him a question is, like, positive too, because we're, like, inquiring about him, and I wouldn't mind doing his route, so I kind of want to make the right choice. Do you hate people? Leave him alone. Well, in, like, dating sim logic, leave him alone is like, I don't want to go on your route. I would think so. Do you hate people? Do you hate being around people? Huh? I mean, why would you work at a place where you're around people all the time if that makes you nervous? Oh. They say it's like a muscle. You have to work on talking to people to get better at it. So, I thought I'd try it, but... So you jumped right into the deep end, huh? I guess so. Hey, do I make you nervous too? What? I mean, I don't want to make you nervous. You can talk to me whenever you like, if you want to. I don't know, like practice or something? Oh. +1 points, GG. Cool. Thanks. Thanks.
Of course. That's what coworkers are for, right? Wink.
I guess so. Well, it's a start, I suppose. Esteemed patrons, may I have your attention, please? Especially you, Avery. Where is her voice even coming from? Down here, kiddo. Eh? I look down and...
You're a jelly donut?
It's me, a real-life internet sensation. You're surprised. You should see the look on your face right now.
Wow, so you really have capitalized on this curse, huh?
I'm just starting making videos as a way to have a fun with the situation. Who knew it would make me like a celebrity? I'll give you my autograph later if you like. Winky face.
No, I'm fine, really.
She gives my leg a playful pat and then gives me a wink. You're so starstruck.
I am not.
I'm glad you so are. I bet you spend a lot of time on the internet. I bet you know all about me.
No.
You're blushing.
Why would I be blushing about a cat?
Oh shucks, cut the shtick. No. I'll cut the shtick, both of you. Reese saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley aside with his foot, scooting her a good distance from the table. Sprigg has a thing where as you watch you earn points, he calls them blushies. Yeah, for every 10,000 points, you can redeem them 10,000 blushies for what I'd call a custom voice line. Like if there's like something you want me to say and record, I'll do it and send it for you. Like it could be something from a game or a TV show or just whatever. Or you can just gamble them like Lucid does. So how do you gain points? You get them every 10 minutes you watch, and you get extra points for subbing and cheering, but you get like 100 points every 10 minutes, so don't feel like you have to sub to get enough for a voice line. You'll get it pretty quickly. Where was I? Reese saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley with his foot, scooting her a good distance from the table. A road? Are you over your temper tantrum, Avery?
Well, I almost was, but then you had to come in here and call it a temper tantrum.
No sense of humor, just like I said. He reaches over my shoulder and sets a plate of pancakes down in front of me. Then go change back. I don't want your dirty feet on the table. Oh my god. I'm gonna sneak nip into your clothes next time you're on cat detail. Despite her threat, Finley saunters off, tail flicking into the break room. But I love the point system name. I'm glad you like it. She returns a moment later and flops down in the seat across from me, but not before grabbing another stack of pancakes from Reese. Delicious tea. She's already digging into her food when Mason comes from the kitchen and takes her usual seat. Landry follows close behind her with another tray of pancakes, and the rest of the table pounces on their breakfast prey.
How are you feeling, Avery? Better, I guess. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. We didn't mean to spring this on you, but I think we all forget how confusing it all was at the start. I know I assumed you already knew what was happening. So, am I the only one who didn't read the contract? Did it say like, hey, I'm gonna turn you into a cat or something.
Well, shucks, not in so many words at least. But of course we all read it, right? Wow. The varying degrees of sheepishness going around this table right now. Oh. Nope.
I didn't really understand the safe zones talk and things. I thought it was about safety protocol, but I didn't ask.
Hayes shrugs and looks intently at the maple syrup pooled on his plate, which I'm choosing to interpret as no. Oh my god, I skimmed it. I got the potential for great power, but a great price pot. But the specifics? Oh my god. Oh my god, all of you? No wonder I'm the one in charge here.
The point is, Avery, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've tried finding out more about it, but we all hit dead ends.
Yeah, you can't oh my god, you can't exactly wiki how to kill a cat curse. Well, you can, but the results are... well, they're from the internet.
Why didn't you just ask him?
Oh yeah, I did, but he said something like... Ahem. We are but actors on the stage of life, and we have been cast in the drama of this cafe. That sounds like something he would say. And you bought that? But everybody just sort of nods and agrees with Reese. Wow.
But we're all in this together. We're like teammates now, and we can figure it out, with or without Graves. Believe it. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. We can do this.
I raise my fork, pancake piece still attached, like a musketeer giving a salute. I get varying nods and murmurs of agreement, but nobody follows my example. Teamwork makes the dream work? Yeah. I thought we could have made this a thing. Well shit, what we need to figure out first is crowd management. Jello Donut days are rough and we need to be ready. I think I should spend time with Mason. To help her in the kitchen, of course.
Hayes, too.
I'm okay with that.
We might need you both to come out to help us from time to time, too. We can't spare anyone besides Finley for cat detail today. You know how these days go. No cat breaks. Sorry, Hayes.
I know.
Avery will be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Reese will be out from time to time if we really get swamped, and Graves should be by later to help us out. It might be a bit hectic, so I hope you're ready.
What a hassle. What a punk. Mission accepted, boss.
This sounds exciting. I bet this place is fun when it's busy.
Cat breaks are best breaks. Yeah, bro. Yeah, boy. Yeah, some of the people who come by are so cute. Just wait until you see the kids. This little girl had a jelly donut shirt she made herself. I love how Finley is just on her phone. Yeah, it's a great little detail.
Oh, that's so cute.
Aw. Oh my god. I think you look cute in a jelly donut shirt too.
Are you trying to get me to join your fan club or something? I'm such a dense motherfucker.
I don't have one, but if you want to manage it, winky face.
No, that's...
your loss.
Mason, are you ready? This is going to be a long day for you.
I fucked up your voice completely, wow.
Master. Mason, are you ready? This is going to be a long day for you. I like a challenge. Now finish eating so we can get back to work.
Yes, ma'am. Reese shovels one last pancake in his mouth and, without even finishing chewing, grabs his plates and hurries after Mason. Hayes at least manages some grace in his exit. I better get ready too. My public awaits. Finley hands me her plate, then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face like a starlet in a photo shoot. She disappears into the back as well.
Alright, Avery. Drink your coffee because it's time to get energetic.
Yeah.
Good, because if you look outside the cafe and around the corner... Oh shit, is that why there were so many people out front? Yep.
I better chug this coffee then.
Well, time to get pumped.
Chat, let's save it here. My voice, my throat is hurting, so we're gonna stop there for right now. This was a lot of fun though. I haven't played this game in a while, obviously, but it's kind of nice to do these live, I think. What do you think? You like this format for the visual novels? I know typically I've always done pretty edited videos when I've done them. You're welcome, Lucid. Thanks, folks. You really enjoyed it? You had fun? Awesome. I hope you do another soon. Yeah, I'd like to. It's a good time. Alright. Love you bunches. Have a good rest of your night or day or afternoon. Peace.